is going on, my YouTube friends? Guys, gals, you know what? I appreciate each and every one of you folks watching my channel. I really do. You know, I mean, it's about this whole Fairmont right now. In the summertime, it's about the Mach 1, the 70, the 2001, my wife's GT350. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff that goes on with my channel. There really is. I do have the Junkyard channel, Lee's Auto Parts. If you want to, you can go check it out. That'll be in the description down below. We're not doing a whole lot there, but I am getting ready to start getting busy there because springtime is coming. You know what I'm saying? So we got a lot going on there. So really, today's video is pretty much the things that we've done on the Fairmont this year, last year, Christmas time and everything. And I've done a lot to the Fairmont. I've got a lot more done than I thought I was gonna get done, to be honest with you. And so we've worked pretty hard on it. And you guys been right there with me the whole time, and I appreciate each and every one of you, man. You guys are awesome. You know how that goes, right? So anyhow, let's take a look and see exactly what we got done on the Mach 1 here within like the last year and this year, and see what's going on there. And then I just got some talking I want to talk about, some things I want to talk about, and you know, so let's go, baby. You know, with the Mach 1, this is a Fairmont, guys. So with the Fairmont, you know, I've scrubbed and worked and polished and painted and primed and painted and the bottom of this car, you know, and it's turned out extremely well. I'm very happy with all that. Then on top of it, we put the rear end in it. And you know, if you go back and look at the old videos, I had this rear end so jacked around, I didn't think I was ever gonna get it straight, but we did, you know. And then my friend, he loaned me these tires to put on these wheels so I can mock everything up. And I really appreciate it, Dave. You're a great guy, man. I really appreciate it. And I know you're gonna need your tires soon, so we'll get these unmounted and back to you shortly. You know, get that done. But again, you know, we got the rear end all set up. And I still got to put the bolts on it and do some torque and torque it down and stuff like that. But I'm still kind of waiting to make sure I have everything in line. And I think I'm very, very close with that, you know. And we got all the trunk and all that all painted up underneath. And I mean, that was a job. So, I mean, that took a good month or two just to get that cleaned up so I can get it primed and painted. So with the rear end and everything in it, we got all that done. And I'm extremely happy with it, and boy, does it look sexy. Oh yeah, baby, nothing better than a purty rear end, you know what I mean? So then, when my Christmas vacation come up for work, my holiday, we worked real hard on getting all this cleaned up. Remember, I had a little rust there, and we got that cleaned up and got that all painted up real good. And so when we got everything else cleaned up. So we got everything cleaned up, and then we primed it and painted it. So that was over the Christmas vacation. And guess what? We started putting the K-member in, Team Z, yeah, buddy. And we had all the control arms put on, put the brakes on, rotors. We did the front struts, coilovers, caster and chambers. You know, we got all that on. Matter of fact, I even did a little DIY on putting these in, you know, because there was nothing else on YouTube for me to do. So I was just, you know, working on stuff like that and getting it done. And we got a lot accomplished during the Christmas holiday. So then, excuse the mess in here, kind of got sidetracked, didn't have much to do because I was waiting on some part, and I can't remember what part that was that I was waiting on. So we come in here, and we put the kill mat down. So we got that done, got it cleaned up, got it done, got all the kill mat on it, and then I started putting firewall installation in, and I got the brake pedal, and I have the parking brake pedal and everything, all that hooked up. So everything's hooked up there. And then we come back in after we got that hooked up. We paint it up. And we put the brake booster on. So now basically all I got to do is run the brake lines and stuff. And I have everything, but they're out in her she garage where her car sits for the winter time. So once we get all the brake lines and everything on there, we'll put them on. And then I got all the brake lines for these, and we'll hook all these up too and get all that done. So, I mean, we have really got a lot done this winter, on this car. And I'm extremely happy with the job and how everything's going. I mean, hey, there was the little things, this and that really was a pain in the butt. But we got it done. So that's the main thing. And like I said, I really appreciate you guys, helping me, telling me things and giving me your opinion and stuff on things. And that really helps out, And I've been around the car scene my whole life. It's all I ever really knew. You know what I'm saying? Was cars. Cars. My older brother, my dad, everybody was always into cars. Of course, my dad having car lots and bump shops and junkyards and that my whole life. Kind of makes it up. So I'm very, very excited to be where I'm at with this build right now. And, I'm going to start working on this wiring. I got a mess. I know. But we're getting things together, And everything is looking so good and doing so well that I may start working on doing, the engine. And I'm still up in the air about what I really want to do. But I'm thinking the crate motor is probably the best way to go, at this time. But then I see so many cool builds going on. And I just want to do one so bad, But, hey, all the money I spent on the house, the 21 Mach 1 last year, funds are kind of low. So I've been working trying to get the money back in there. And I got to put 6 more windows in my house. That's like another $6,000. So that's got to happen first. But we're going to get that done. You know what I'm saying? So I just kind of wanted to give you guys an update on all that we got accomplished on the Fairmont this year. I think we've done very well. And there's still more to come. A lot more to come. And we're going to get all this done. And like I said, you guys been right here with me, man. And I'm all geeked up. Yes, I am. So I appreciate you guys. And like I said, I've been in the car business and around the car business my whole life. I've bought and sold hundreds and hundreds of cars. And then we got the dash. So I kind of just threw a little bit of paint on here just to see what color, because that's pretty close to the color that the interior is going to be, So it's kind of like a caramel color. So I'm pretty close. That's what the interior is going to be. I think my headliner is a little lighter, so I need to find a little lighter colors, but I think that's going to be pretty close. And that paint lays nice on that. It really does. So with all that being said, let me turn around here and we'll just have a little chit-chat. You know what I mean? Yeah, buddy. So alrighty then. Like I said, we've got a lot accomplished on this Fairmont within the last year. We really have. A lot farther than I thought we'd be. And I'm a busy guy. I got my job, my union business and stuff I got to do. My dad, the junkyard, So there's a lot going on in my life, period. You know what I'm saying? And, I've been sick a couple times and, with COVID and, just been sick. I'm AFib in my heart, stuff like that. But anyhow, that's beside the point. I'm really happy with what we got done with the Fairmont. I know it's going to slow down. Spring's coming, and I got to get over to the yard. The Mach 1s, I'm dying to get in those cars. Oh, yeah, baby. The 70, the 2021. Yeah, I'm wanting to go. I want to go to Ford Takeover this year. So there's a lot of things I want to do, and there's still a lot of things I want to get done. Last year I was going to build a pole barn, but the prices went, so I bought the Mach 1. Make sense? Not really. So, hey, if the prices ever go back down and I get some money in the bank, then we'll build a pole barn, But I've seen some pretty good deals popping up on some of these metal buildings. Excuse me. So who knows? Something may happen this year, may not. Or just work on the junkyard. I mean, I think that's probably going to be one of my biggest goals this summer, is trying to get everything organized and get that going. You know, I really think so. And like I said, I'll put a link down below of the junkyard. You can go over there and check that out. I haven't really done any videos or done anything in there for a while, you know, maybe a couple months, or at least beginning of winter anyhow. So you can go over and check it out, and I'll be doing more on that in the months to come. You know what I'm saying? So we'll get the junkyard done. But I mean, you know, and a lot of you guys, I'm a car guy, all right, and I've been around cars my whole life. The reason why I'm so hooked up on Mach 1s is because I've had my 70 since I was 12 years old. That's right. My dad bought me that car. A lot of you guys know the story, but I'm going to tell you again. My dad bought me that car because he wanted to make sure I had my first car in case something happened to him when he went in for surgery back in 1978. So I've had that car May of 78. I was 12 years old. I turned 13 in October, but I was 12 years old when I got the car. So I've had that car. My uncle had the car parked up north in his shop for from the time I was 12 until I was, you know, 18 years old, because it got to the point where I didn't want to go to school. I didn't want to do nothing. I just wanted to ride my motorcycle, work on my motorcycle and cars, and chase girls. I didn't care about school. I hated school. Sports, you wasn't going to keep me over 1 second after 3 o'clock at school. No. And I probably would have been good at football or wrestling or whatever, but I didn't want nothing to do with it. Cars, motorcycles, and girls. That's it, baby. Oh, yeah. And I've been with my wife for 38 years. I'm pretty sure it'll be 38 years this year, you know. Anywho, so my oldest brother, you know, he went to college down in Arkansas, and he had a 70 428 Super Cobra Jet Mach 1 4-speed car. And I was about 8 years old. And man, I remember him getting me in that car, and he was like, hey, hold on to the dash. And I grabbed hold of that dash, and he'd hit second gear, and it just dropped me back into the seat, buddy. Yeah, man, G-force. So, I mean, I always loved Mustangs. That was always my thing, you know, was Mustangs. Yeah, I like Mustangs. But I've had other cars, you know. I had a 72 Corvette, 350, 4-barrel. I mean, hey, automatic. I bought the car, the engine was froze. I mean, literally, it was froze. They poured water in this thing and let it sit outside, and the block cracked. You know what I mean? So I bought the car. I paid $2,500 for it. It was the first loan I ever got from the bank. Paid $2,500 for it. I was about 19 years old, maybe 20, 19, 20, around there. And took the car back over to the yard. We had a big pole barn at the time. It burned down. A little, you know, sucks. The guy that threw some gasoline in the fire, went right up the pipe and started in the ceiling, and just burnt down. But anyhow, I had the Corvette there, and I got it running and got it all thawed out, and it wouldn't hold. It just kept dumping coolant right down in the oil. So I took off the intake manifold, and the whole oil valley was just cracked from front to back of that valley, you know. So I had a 70 Chevy pickup, and I blew both axles out of it, 4-wheel drive, 3/4 ton. Oh my God, that thing would pull anything. You know what I mean? That truck, in the mud, up hills, downhill, I don't care where I went, that truck went. The only time I ever got stuck in that truck is when I went through a ditch and landed on both bumpers. All 4 wheels are just spinning. I had to put logs and wood and pile stuff up under the tires so I could grab hold of something so I could get up out of that ditch. Oh, what a fun night, huh? So anyhow, I took the motor out of that truck and I put it in that Corvette. And I had that Corvette for about 3 years, 72. Back window popped out, T-tops. I mean, black with red interior. I don't know what to do with the pictures of it. I had pictures of it somewhere, but I've had a lot of cars. I never, you know, I didn't care about pictures. I just drove the cars, fixed them, drove them, built them, you know what I'm saying, all that good stuff. You know, so it was a lot of fun. We had fun doing it, you know. All my friends, everybody, we'd get together at the junkyard, we'd drink, work on cars. Oh, we done it all. Yeah, what a good time. Yeah. You know, I was a young guy, man. I mean, it was party time, work on car time. Oh, yeah. But those were the good times, you know what I'm saying? And we didn't have nothing to worry about. I mean, I had a kid at 18 years old, so I did have something to worry about, you know. But lucky for me, I had great parents. I worked for my dad. They made sure that my child support was paid. Yes, they took it out of my check, and they made sure they paid my child support, you know. And it was just a great life, you know. I mean, I had Blazers. I've had different Broncos, 78, 79 Broncos. I've had a lot of vehicles. Junkyard. I'd pull these things out of the junkyard, fix them up, drive them. Then I'd sell them, and I'd give the money to my dad. And my dad would always count it out and give me what he thought I needed, you know, what I deserved, you know. So, and he always treated me right. Always treated me right. I never went without a car, you know what I mean, or a truck. I always had them. You know, and I had a 72 Demon with a 340 in it. Oh boy, that was a fun car. Those little 340s, man, they'll rip. I'm telling you, good times, good times. You know, so I mean, I've always had a lot going on in my life. You know, I had a kid at 18 years old. I had just turned 18. You know, and it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, having a kid is so young. You're talking about scared. Oh yeah, what am I gonna do? But I didn't believe in abortion and stuff like that, you know? And the girl that I was with, she really wanted to get an abortion, and I really had to talk her out of it, you know? And I'm glad I did, and I'm sure she's glad I did too, because he's a great guy, he really is. He just got married and had a baby, you know, real good guy. I mean, yeah, you know, I mean, he was like I was. He didn't want to listen or anything else like that, which are most of us, you know. But it all worked out. You know, and like I said, I had great parents. They really helped me out. They really did. My mom, she was something else, but she helped me out. One of these days, I'll tell you that story. Oh my goodness. So anyhow, a couple of you guys know, a couple people know, you know, my little story. But, you know, the thing of it is that I've had all different kinds of cars. I've had Camaros. I've had Corvettes. I've had Blazers. I've had Chevy trucks. I've had Ford trucks. I mean, I've grown up in the car business. I had them all. We had access to everything. You know what I'm saying? And boy, it was just great. It was great. It was great growing. I had a great life. I got a great life now, you know. And I'm building no Fairmont. People are saying, a Fairmont? Why are you building a Fairmont for? I go, man, I'm telling you what, that's a cool car. Grocery getter, grandma car. Guess what? Some of the fastest cars I see nowadays are Fairmonts, Foxbodies. These guys are putting these Coyotes in these things nowadays, man, and they're just ripping. They're ripping. When I was a young guy, if you had a 12-second car, you was going fast. These guys are driving 8, 9-second cars on the street nowadays. They're using them for daily drivers, man. You know, I mean, it's crazy. I know this is just going on and on video, but I'm just kind of give you a little bit of my background, you know, where I'm from, you know, because I got a lot of new subscribers out there and this and that, a lot of great subscribers and a lot of great new friends, man, that I'm making out there. I mean, it's just awesome, you know. So, I mean, with spring coming and everything like that, you're probably going to see more of the Mach 1s, you know, the 70 and the 21, than you are going to see of the Fairmont. Because I'll push this Fairmont back over here on the other side of the garage. I'll bring my, you know, the 21 back because I do take that car out most of the time. I got to have something I can keep up with the wife and her GT350, you know what I mean? You know, plus we like going to these car shows. And my 70 is a great car, you know, I mean, I love the car. But it don't have air conditioning, none of the modern stuff. And I'm not going to modernize the car. I'm not going to do it. I'm not making a resto mod. I'm leaving that car just like it is. Because that's the way I got it. You know what I'm saying? You know, and every now and then, you know, I'll get a little race here and here from light to light or whatever on the streets with that car. And a lot of times I can, you know, I can keep up with them or tear them up, one of the two. You know, you're not going to win them all. I don't care who you are, you know. And, you know, like in the 21, that car's super fast. I mean, it's, for what that car is, I mean, that car's fast. I've beaten some automatic cars. I've beaten some stick shift cars, driving them on the road, you know, doing some light to light stuff. You know, it's not really street racing, but it's racing. You know what I mean? You know, it's fun racing. How's that? You know, when we go back here in the back streets, that's when it gets serious. That's when the money comes out. That's when it gets serious. You know what I mean? I mean, that's real street racing. Just like the light stuff and this and that, it's street racing. but it ain't like the money races. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking the back road races. I'm talking Mexico. You get what I mean? But anyhow, guys, I appreciate each and every one of you, man. I really love you guys. You guys sticking around. I mean, I got a lot of friends out there, man, that I've made right here on YouTube. Just great people. You know, I mean, you got Car Mob, you got, you know, Sublime, GT500. You got just so many great people, man. I mean, they really are. And I can't name them all. You know, Boosted 931, you know. And boy, I tell you what, you got to check out Boosted's new Foxbody, man. That car, I don't know. Maybe he shouldn't paint it. Just leave it like it is. That car's tough looking, man. It really is, you know. You got Salty. You got Funky 5.0. I mean, there's a lot of you guys out there, man. I just, you know, I can't remember everybody's name at once. Maybe one of these days I need to write it down, you know. You got Wood and Metal's Garage. Those guys are good. You know, Robert's Garage. You got, these people are good people, man. And I've made a lot of good friends on YouTube. And I appreciate each and every one of you. My old subscribers, my new subscribers, you guys are awesome. You know, I mean, I got guys like Picker Rick, you know, Iron Dog. Iron Dog's a great guy, you know. So, I mean, it's just good people, man. In the car community, everybody works together and everybody's got great ideas. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm missing something or somebody sees I'm screwing something like Trunk Bag Jim, man, he'll tell me, he says, I wouldn't do that, man. You need to look into this or whatever. So there's always good, you know, people out there saying, hey, this is what you really need to look into. You know what I'm saying? I can put a Coyote in this car. I can get a nice Coyote in the transmission or anything put in this car. But I'm not going to do it. I'm going to stay old school. I'm going to stay old school, man. Windsor, 302, you know, the old stuff. That's what I'm sticking with it. So you guys are awesome. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I really do. And I appreciate you for, you know, your opinions and everything and tell me what I need to do or what I could do. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate it. So thank you for that. Now I'm going to tell you something. You guys are awesome. And I don't care what anybody says. And if anybody tells you that you're not awesome, you tell them come see me and I'm going to send Sublime GT500 over there and he'll make sure they know you're awesome. Have a great rest of your day, guys, and thanks.